Hello, Scorpio. This is the Tarot Queen Jamila, and I'm here to do your Archangel Raphael Healing Lovers Tarot reading for November 2016. So, this is your psychic love reading for couples, twin flames. Um, what's another thing? Soulmates, and just people in relationships. Even if you're single, this reading might resonate for you or should resonate for you. So, the whole point of this spread is healing, and so I don't know if you feel like an extra amount of healing or something. I mean, this reading may not resonate for all of you couples. For November 2016, you can go and look at your rising sign, but I do have a lot of the energies and vibrations of the moonstone here. And so this is actually my bracelet, and it has an angel totem on it, and it's moonstone. So moonstone is a really good fertility stone, and it's also very healing and nurturing for the heart chakra. It's also connected with love and stimulating the kundalini and carnal desires. So and then also, my pet right here that usually stays on my altar. The kids found him. It's just a moth, and I accidentally spilled some wax on him. So that's that dark that you see. But he has, it's a huge moth, and he does move. He does have a lot of energy, just a lot of power, but he looks alive to me, but he's. So in case you're wondering why I have a deceased moth, the moth symbolizes vulnerability, determination, concealment, attraction, subtlety, intuition, and faith. So yes, anyway, I'm going to get started. I was going to say something else, but I don't know, maybe because I'm just tired. Okay, it's like 4 in the morning here. All right. So anyway, I'm just going to call to the spirits for Scorpios, for love, for twin flames, soulmates, couples. Okay, and also, maybe you have new love, maybe you have struggles or whatever. So basically, this will be for as far as with healing. A lot of us have wounds, and so Archangel Raphael wanted me to do these readings. So I'm also going to call to Archangel Raphael to assist me for those born under Scorpio. Show me their self-healing and what is blocking, what are the blockages, and what is stopping the healing of whatever the wounds is. So probably, this spread is gonna somewhat be negative, but if you've got some sort of negative situation, especially in November or in your relationship, then this reading is for you. So then you'll get an advice card, and then one card will be something that you're doing right, and then something that you need to do. And then spirits just give me a final outcome, and this will be like an outcome for November. And this will be if you follow the advice. So there's going to be some healing advice from Archangel Raphael. And just make sure that you subscribe to the channel, Scorpio, for upcoming, because I'll be doing these monthly. So, and it's okay if the reading doesn't resonate for you. You can definitely get a private reading. So. One thing I noticed about Archangel Raphael, he shuffles a lot, so I don't know if any other tarot card readers have noticed that. I will probably Google it because I noticed that his shuffling takes a while. Very interesting. Okay, so there's card number 1, card number 2, 3, 4. A lot of 2s, Scorpio. So you have symbolizing a lot of partnership, okay? Just, just partnership all over the place. All of these 2s representing balance and possible harmony. As far as with the self-healing, Scorpio, I feel as though, like, okay, so when we're talking about healing with a love reading, these are wounds that you create within your relationship. And so as far as like how you deal with those wounds with the Page of Cups, I can see that, you pretty much use your influence of, I feel like there's a communication. I feel like there's a, oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Feel like with the Page of Cups, definitely in your relationship for November, Scorpio, is your ability to talk things out and, kind of get back into balance. So I feel like you, the way that you heal your relationships is by talking, or your relationship is by talking it out. Maybe offering reassurance. Page of Cups is water sign energy, so I feel as though like feel as though if you are a Scorpio partner, you're whenever there is some sort of wound that is created within the relationship that needs to be healed, I feel as though the self-healing with this Page of Cups coming up is really good. And like a lot of these cards are really good. Especially, now what's blocking communication, okay? And I get the sense that what blocked communication for you this month, Scorpio, in your relationship was your friendship. It was somebody that you're friends with. Okay, and I think that the Queen of Swords is going to tell you all about that situation. Maybe if I clarify, I think I'm going to clarify this Two of Swords, and I'll definitely clarify the Queen of Swords, but I already kind of know what advice she's going to offer you. But as far as with this Two of Wands, I feel like, Scorpio, you have a friend that you identify with, but I feel as though you've probably grown past that person. And I feel as though this person does, on some level, block communication, which kind of blocks the healing process as far as like, and I end this spread as far as like, to clarify, this is the nature of the problem. So with the Two of Wands, it just lets me know it's some sort of partnership that maybe either Scorpio or Scorpio partner is involved with. More than likely, it's probably just the male energy in the relationship. It could be another male, could be another female, could be a friend of his that, really does cause issues in the relationship. I feel as though this friend wants to be, probably more than friends, or I just feel like the relationship period has interfered, especially during the month of November. Now with all of these twos, I kind of feel as though the issues that was created maybe in the distant or recent past, I feel like those issues were resolved, especially with the Two of Swords coming up in this position, because this is what you're doing right now, to, to support healing the healing process, because clearly with this Two of Swords, there are some deep wounds. Now, a factor that's slowing down is Two of Cups. I feel as though there's some energy of issues with self-love with the Two of Cups somewhere in the relationship. Just general maybe. And I feel like that energy possibly has something to do with this Two of Wands. So I'm just going to clarify. Spirits, give me more info about this Two of Cups, please. So I just want to clarify that because, okay. So I feel as though, I kind of feel as though for some of you Scorpios, maybe your partner cheated with someone from work. That could be a possibility. Another possibility with the Eight of Pentacles, the energies are really high with the Eight of Pentacles. So maybe things are, maybe the energy needs to just kind of be slowed down a little bit, maybe bring it back, because there's a lot of energy. The pace is really fast with that 8, and if it's not someone from work, then it's someone that I feel like it's the same person possibly for some of you. Maybe someone your partner went to school with, because the Eight of Pentacles, or maybe they went to college with them, college, school, something in that arena. Now, I feel like at this point, or I feel like at some point in November, Scorpio, I feel like this was you and your partner deciding to, make conscious decisions together. Even though the Two of Swords is a, even though the Two of Swords does suggest that there was possible tension, but that it was possibly, just to, sometimes the Two of Swords is when you get things out in the open, you resolve it, and you move forward. Doesn't mean that you're going to break up or anything. It just kind of, it points to energies balancing. It represents duality in a situation. And I do want to clarify this Two of Swords. Spirits, clarify the Two of Swords, please. Now, that Two of Coins wanted to come out, and I kind of feel as though maybe there was some, maybe some unstable energy. Okay, so I feel as though maybe there possibly could have been maybe some verbal abuse. Or maybe some sort, I always see Page of Wands, just some really heated discussions about, the relationship. But I also feel like with the Page of Wands, I feel like this is communication. I feel like this is like a breakthrough with this Two of Wands and this page. I'm sorry, Two of Swords in the page. So I feel like there's I feel like with the Five of Cups coming up, I feel as though, even though there was some arguing, there was maybe some opening up of the emotions, maybe. I feel like it's just a lot of communication, and I feel like you're talking about it, and I feel like you're talking in the terms of just moving forward. The Chariot is about determination, ambition, and, you know, two people that are making it work, in spite of their obstacles or setbacks or disappointments, they choose to move forward. As a duality, but as one, because if you see, the horses represent duality, but then there's one androgynous figure. So this is when a couple is moving together as one. So I feel like all of those things, especially with the Five of Cups, just getting things out in the open, and with the Five of Cups, it's always suggested that you let go of the negative energy from the past. Is water under the bridge, okay? You can't change the past. All you can do is move on forward from it, or yeah, somewhere in there. I can't talk right now because I'm sleepy. Anyway, I'm not sleepy. I'm just kind of, like, so, an advice card, something that the spirits are suggesting that you should do also would be with this Page of Pentacles. This is about having a healthy relationship with money. I feel like with this Page of Pentacles, you want to be careful with, I would say that it's definitely communication as far as the way that you communicate. Sometimes when the Page of Pentacles communicates, they can be sometimes seen as all about the money, but I think that it can kind of come across as, being materialistic. So just be careful with that, Scorpio, because that's not good energy at all. I feel like this is about having positive energy. I feel like when you talk to your partner, instead of the first thing you say to them something negative, maybe you should tell them, good news, and then maybe, I feel like, also talking about the money concerns. I feel like actually talking about it, whatever your concerns is about money, Scorpio. Because I can tell by the Eight of Pentacles that you really want to advance your career, or just, become more stable financially, but kind of stepping on people and being a jerk, that's not going to do it. You can't, especially if you are trying to manifest or having your own business. You literally catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Now, just speaking to a lot of the Scorpio men, a lot of the Scorpio men actually have a tendency to just kind of put on a kind of like a defensive front, when they really have a lot of feelings and emotions. But I think that your partner needs to hear that. I think that they know it, but they need to hear it. So, so your final outcome, if the advice is followed, and you got the Queen of Swords. So, what I want to say is that the Queen of Swords, I feel like I have to clarify even her coming into the reading, because she is a very powerful spirit guide that comes up during my readings. And She usually, oh, that's what it is. She is an advanced psychic. She's like an oracle. You know, even though in a love reading, she does bring the energy of, you know, kind of a widow, kind of a, you know, just kind of bitter. She still has a lot of insight. So I always like to clarify what messages she brings. And I just want to ask the spirits, what messages is Queen of Swords bringing to the reading for the Scorpio? Okay, so the Tower. I think what she wants you to see is that you do have some change coming up, Scorpio, but it is definitely going to be change for the better. And I think that it's extremely positive. Okay, now the Four of Pentacles is all about money. It's all about stable money, just like the Four of Wands. But it is a reminder that it might be one person in the relationship holding on to some unhealthy, you know. Also, this is just, I feel like this is a secure relationship. I feel like the Queen of Swords, I feel like she approves of your relationship, because this is when someone, you know, holds on to what they have tightly, you know, and it's a very stable foundation financially and, you know, as well as, you know, sensually, as far as the sensuality between the two of you and the connection. Now, just the last card is the Empress. So this is abundance, you know, good luck and blessings. Something new is coming. This is the energy that you are taking into December, Scorpio. So I think that I already seen this. Also, some of you Scorpios might be finding out that you're expecting another baby, or you might conceive a child. Okay, or I feel like the Queen of Swords is also telling you that you need to be careful how you water your seeds. Okay, you don't want to, you know, have any Black Widow effects, because she knows. Okay, because she's an oracle, she's an expert. So I feel like with her also coming into your reading, Scorpio, is an indicator that I feel like with the Tower card, this is destiny or fate. Also with the Tower card, I feel like the first thing she said was, you know, just kind of she is like an oracle psychic, and she feels as though you know, whatever the connection is with your twin flame, soulmate, husband, wife, you know, there was a lot of baggage around you, a lot of, you know, just misunderstandings. You know, you didn't really, you know how kind of like when somebody changes you. So, you know, she definitely feels like it's a positive change, because it definitely brought you stability and also abundance. Okay, so she definitely approves. So if she approves, then you know that it's good, because if she says no go, or, you know, if she sees something, you know, yeah. And I think that Archangel Michael agrees, but he also wants you to have a healthier relationship, with balancing this, you know, spirit and material, you know. But I do feel as though with the surrounding cards that I really can't see much negative in that Four of Pentacles. It just depends on the surrounding cards. I do feel as though the Tower card does represent your destiny, you know, was to you know, just become more stable. And feel like previous to that with the Tower card, there was probably some, you know, maybe either some promiscuous lifestyle, or, you know, maybe you just, you know, maybe there was some false attitudes, or maybe some, you know, some unhealthy attitudes that you had towards relationships. And, you know, this situation definitely seems like it changed you for the better. Definitely with the financial stability right here. And this is just, you know, a blessing. So feel as though that's definitely the energy as far as the outcome, as long as you take the advice. Feel as though it's also about having a healthy relationship with your mother, maybe. Okay, Scorpio. Spirits, for the Scorpio, give me a final outcome for what you're seeing possibly, if the Scorpio doesn't follow the advice of this reading. Alright, so I just want to throw a final card. Oh, Seven of Cups. So this is kind of being in limbo. I feel like this is, I feel like, you know, the Queen of Swords being a spirit guide, I feel like she wants you to stop being, she wants you to face some things. She wants you to stop being confused emotionally. You know, it's something about a, feel like it's possible, could be emotional stagnation, you know, possibly, or just some sort of, you know, I feel like the Seven of Cups is definitely potential, but just, you know, things not happening. But I'm definitely seeing things blossoming with the Empress if the advice is followed. Once again, my 30-minute readings are only $25 for the rest of the month of November. And my 1-hour readings are only $40. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And my contact info is in the video description box. Alright, namaste.